There's still plenty of side-splitting humor, and Chappelle's continued to push buttons. But now many are pushing back, critical of his jokes involving transgender people, for example, and parts of his routine that focus on sexual misconduct charges against prominent men, including fellow comedian Louis C.K. In the Me Too moment, does that change the line for you of what you feel you can say or not say?
Honestly speaking,
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Really?
I don't know. Like, we're all figuring this out, I think, at the same time together. It's a huge collective moment. But as a comedian, I mean, it'd be a very, very difficult thing not to talk about. As a human, it's a very difficult thing not to feel, to be indifferent to it. Everywhere you look in America, everyone's pushing the line. In one way or another, you know, we got this president because some people say we got to push the line, and we have this movement because people are like we got to push the line, and we got another movement because these people say this is a really busy time. I don't know what the line is. There's a lot of, but there's a lot of changes.
Another theme for Chappelle now, that Americans today are overly sensitive about what can and cannot be said in public. I asked if he felt that way.
Yes and no. Sometimes I think that we're painfully desensitized because we're bombarded by so much information. And then other times I see people, it's a lot to be mad at, especially when you know so much. So I think it's a challenging time. And I think that in a time like that, I, for one, find solace in the arts. I don't have to agree with all the art I consume, but it helps me understand how I actually feel about it.
Are you surprised, though, by the criticism that's come your way?
No, and I don't mind that people get upset. Some of this criticism like is helpful. Like, I get educated by it. I don't necessarily agree with all of it, but I learn about a lot of things, you know, just from my critics.
Ask Dave Chappelle about the job of being a comedian. He says this.
I don't think people pay money to see a guy speak precisely and carefully. I don't think they want to pay to see somebody worried about the repercussions, what they say. They just want to see someone try to get at something honest or maybe something relatable or have some fun with something.